Hey everyone. So as you can tell, we're outside right now. I didn't want any fancy audio. I didn't want my camera. I didn't want anything. I just wanted to be outside and film this video and be as raw and transparent as possible. And I know you get that all the time on YouTube, but really, I just kind of have a story to share, and then how that's led me to really audit my life in general, my passions, my talents, my strengths, my weaknesses, and really look in the mirror long and hard and just say, how can I create anti-goals to achieve the life I want? So I'll explain all this. So on Monday of this week, today's Friday, on Monday, I drove up to Nelson, BC, British Columbia, Canada. Right here, I put it on a map, it's right there. It's where my family has a lake house. It's not as glamorous as it sounds. It's a cabin with different little like bunkies, we call them, different like bedrooms that are kind of attached to it, but they're separate buildings. It's the most magical place in the world, in my opinion. And I've been going up ever since I was 2, which is super crazy to think about. So we've been making the road trip up there, which is about 8 to 10 hours, depending, because we have to take a ferry off of Vancouver Island, Victoria, which is where we are right now. That's where I live. So it's quite a long road trip. But we made the trip up because my great aunt, her name was Laura, my great aunt was getting made, or got made, at 10 a.m. this morning. Now, what MAID is, I think the acronym stands for medically assisted dying. Now, it's basically a thing in British Columbia, where I live, where I'm not sure what other provinces. All I know is BC, but it's basically where if your quality of life is below a certain level, you can apply to this system, and if a doctor approves it and they say, yes, you qualify, then you're set up to pick a date, and then you get an IV put in your arm. Like if you're getting your wisdom teeth out, the IV, it like knocks you out, and then they inject some chemical that like stops your heart. I didn't know her as well as I would have liked, but I had a lot of great memories with her growing up, and she was a very special, awesome person. But that's not why you're here. This story, that story that I just told, is gonna link up with the other situation that I've been dealing with for about a month. Now, it's not as serious as it sounds, but I have been, over the past month, doing extreme time audits and happiness audits. So basically, I've been looking at my daily routine, the things I perform every day, the tasks I do. As a lot of you know who've watched my channel, I do coding, AI automation, all sorts of technology stuff, and just AI in general. I have an automation agency where we help business owners do all the automation stuff, blah, blah, blah. You've heard it a million times on YouTube. But basically, that's been fun. I've been enjoying that journey and scaling that and growing it. But there's something missing, and I always knew that I didn't want to keep doing that. Because what hurt me the most is that I would automate businesses and integrate these incredible systems, frankly, mind-blowing systems, and I would leave, and the business owner would have basically taken a Tylenol for their headache. It would have solved their immediate pain, and it would have ran continuously forever, which is great, but they didn't understand the root cause of it, and they didn't understand what was happening behind the scenes. And I'm not saying they had to understand what's happening under the hood in Make or N8N, these automation platforms, to like actually build this themselves. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that they needed to understand more so they could service the automation themselves, and also just be stoked and like super excited about the AI future that's coming at us so fast these days. And every single business owner I've talked to has not been excited about it, and has frankly not really cared about AI. They've just been like, oh, it'll save me time. Great, right? You sell the vacation, not the plane ticket, right? So, all that by way of saying, I came to the conclusion that I needed to go back to my core strengths. And my intuition's been telling me through this whole time audit that I am just somebody who loves teaching. My mom, ever since I can remember, frankly, has always said that I should go into education, like formal, elementary, high school education. And I didn't want to do it because, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I've always been kind of entrepreneurial minded, looking at like a pizza shop and thinking like, why aren't they doing this? That would make so much more sense. That would make them run smoother, blah, blah. So I've always had that chain of thought and that process in my head of how to optimize things and be entrepreneurial. So sorry, Mom. But so I didn't go into education, but I kind of went into education in an informal way through YouTube, through teaching my clients things, through all these untraditional paths. But as I said, what was making me unhappy is that I wasn't prioritizing education, and I wasn't making that my main focus during my work every day. I wasn't prioritizing education, not necessarily for myself, but for other people. I wasn't spreading my knowledge to other people who are like 1 or 2 steps below me, or even 100 steps below me, and helping them get up to speed on AI and be excited about this AI-centric future that we're all going into, and how you can view it in positive ways and whatnot. So basically, that was the conclusion of my time on it. And when these 2 situations, my great aunts maid, which was yesterday, and my time audit, that's been going on for about a month, when these 2 things kind of coincided, and I was looking at my great aunt for the last time, and I was just like, damn, like life's way too short to be doing stuff that you don't completely 100% love. Life's way too short. You know, she didn't say this, but she was almost looking around the room like, where did the time go? Like, I'm 94, but I was 24 at one point, running around on the beach, like playing with my friends. Like, so it just kind of all hit me at once. It didn't come crashing down on me, but it really hit me hard all at once. And I left her house thinking, wow, this is a sign from the universe, from someone, from God, whatever you believe in. So I am now going to put all my resources, all my energy into teaching other people the knowledge that I've obtained over 2 years with this business model, and over about 4 years with this technology, and just with tech in general. This is what I'm going to be 100% focusing on. I'm going to quadruple down on it. And frankly, I've just been getting distracted with these shiny objects, SaaS, like whatever, these other things that I've been posting about. I haven't been tailoring my videos on my YouTube channel to the people who I want to help, and the people who I know will reach out to me and be like, thank you so much for this information. Like, this is so cool. Thank you for teaching this. I love your videos. I'm catering to the people who are like, frankly, snobby automation people who like see an AI agent and think that it's the best thing ever created, and they think they know everything. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, no judgment whatsoever, but I just don't enjoy that environment whatsoever. So I want to keep things raw, keep things organic, and just be transparent and build a community of like-minded people who are all stoked about AI, and give them the best of my brain available, best of my knowledge, help them one-on-one, and forget the stuff that scales. Like, I'm just going to be like in the trenches, helping people to understand this technology. So I really do think that's kind of where the world, the universe has kind of guided me and told me to double down on over these past few days. And it's been a really important realization for me. And I've told this story before in my videos, but I had a friend named Dan, lived 4 houses down the street from me, and he couldn't do the monkey bars. And I could do the monkey bars because I was yoked. I was crazy at the monkey bars. And he was like, you know, week in, week out, tried it, couldn't get it. And it was like a square, and each side of the square had a different set of monkey bars, and you had to make it around the whole square. That was like the challenge we had back in the day. So I would like hold his feet. I would tell him, no, Dan, like grip it like this, wrap your thumb, do this, whatever, whatever. I was like 7. I didn't even know what I was talking about, but I just knew it just came from such a natural place inside me to want to see this person succeed. And over that transformation that I helped him through, of him not being able to do the monkey bars to him being able to do the monkey bars, he saw we like became even better friends, bonded, and it was a special thing for such a young person to do, and that has stuck with me ever since. So that's my update, guys and gals. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sticking around for the journey if you'd like. And that's really it. So I think the moral of this story, for me at least, is everything I've said in this video. Life's too short to do things that are making you even 20% dissatisfied and unhappy. Of course, there's going to be annoying overhead with every single job that you don't completely enjoy. But as long as the root cause and your core mission, vision, and value statement align with who you are as a person and what you want to achieve and what lasting impact you want to leave on this world, then that is good enough for me, in my opinion. So I'll leave you with a quote that we've been talking about, me and my family this weekend. And that quote is, here's the quote. It's not about what you want to be, it's about how you want to be. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.